How goes the day? I am back without a sib. I don't have a sibling. I am sibless. So, trying out another game. West of Loathing. You shoot everything. Wait, does it really just take time? Oh, that's cute. Hey, Drake, and congrats on the, or not congrats, thanks for the 48 months. Shrink is congrats. Subscribe is thanks. Ain't loud again. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. Oh. The can's gone. It's great that it's like a delay to hit the clouds to account for the distance. Pretty good. What options are there for controls? Still a bit loud at 15%. Yow. What if I turn myself up like that? Is that a bit better? Remap. Up, down, left, right, jump. Show high. Simo. Okay. App. Wander, select. Let's go a little bit more then. Action, target. E and space for dialogue. Okay. I love it. Quality, the good, the bad, the ugly. Okay. I love how there's a little mini game on every screen. Right. I am assuming the characters have some effect on the gameplay. But I would have no clue what. Oh, that's funny, actually. Just clicked that one of the names is Larry Johnson. I know a Larry Johnson. The names do seem to be related to the, animal, or the, oh, you hit. Target. That's the one. The reward also isn't a thing. Okay. Oh, I will go with Calvin Littlefield. Yeah, let's go. I had the strangest dream. I was choosing a character class. I could be a cowpuncher, a bean slinger, or a snake oiler. These are amazing classes. I'm gonna punch some cows. Cowpunchers solve their problems with their fists, whether it's shaking them at a disagreeable feller in a disreputable saloon, or using them to punch a slightly more disagreeable feller in a slightly less reputable saloon. You've heard that cowpunchers are in demand out west since the cows came home, which stands to reason. The cows aren't gonna punch themselves after all. I will be a Kono. This weird poster appeared here one night. Okay. Read the spine of one of your books. Floyd Hardy and the Trouble at Vampire Tower. Dad gave me this one when I was a kid. Tess Bobbsey and the Curse of the Spooky Graveyard. Patty Hardy and the Incident at the Spooky Mansion. Edwin Smith and the Incident at Rattlesnake Tower. Oh. I eventually got a book. I want to explore everything during the tutorial. Will do. Unlock stupid walking as an option. Sure. Accidentally drop the book and then ruin it by stepping on it 30 times while you're trying to pick it up. Oh, this is a game about Sid. I'm getting very dirty looks about that. Colorblind mode. You never know. Let's turn off automatic spend XP. Ground level indicator, yes please. Nerd mode, sure. Best font mode. Even that one off. Really trying to get the pants stuck on the first one and then never mind, doing cartwheels. Goodbye, bed. Time to head west to chase my real dreams. Pull the needle away from the cylinder and stow the handle away. Huh. Hey, yo, Russell. How you doing? Caw. I'm gonna miss you, buddy. Caw. Caw. Wait, do I have a cricket? Feed Russell a cricket. Grab a cricket from your cricket bag and feed it to Russell. He coos appreciatively and nuzzles your hand. Maybe it's time for you to leave too. You open your bedroom window, not pictured, and unlatch the door to Russell's cage. He winks at you, caws one last time, and flies away to the west. I mean, I'm potentially not coming back for a while. I don't want to let Russell starve. Okay, I'm gonna assume there's not another book then. Alright. Yay, stacking firewood. Nothing on the hat rack today. This hearth really puts the hearth and home. Gonna miss Mom's cooking. Mom's pie safe. Keeps all of her pies safe. Can I open the pie safe? I want to open the pie safe and take some pies. My little brother's room. Do you have any books? You pick up one of your brother's weird books and flip through it. Corpus agrimensorum romanorum. No wonder I never know what he's talking about. Why does that feel like it's real Latin? Yeah. Corpus agrimensorum romanorum. Corpus of Roman land surveyors. Oh, Roman. The Roman book on land surveying. Oh.
Which collects, it's a Roman book on land surveying which collects works by Siculus, Flaccus, Ronitus, Agonus, Urbicus, Hyginus, Grammaticus, and other writers, known as Grammatici or Agrimensorus, land surveyors. The work is preserved in various manuscripts, of which the oldest is a 6th or 7th century Codex Arcadianus. Thank you, Wikipedia.
Am I adding a fin for Sid?
No. I'm in the don't break anything phase, so I can't participate.
Orvis.
Also, if I stall any errands any longer, the altars will forcefully seize the body.
Over mathematiques de Evariste Galois. Disquisitions arithmeticae. I'm probably butchering I can speak, I swear. As I'm trying to say, I'm probably butchering the hell out of these. An investigation of the laws of thought on which are founded the mathematical theories of logic and probabilities. I think this is about math? Maybe? Philosophiae Naturalis Principia Mathematica. And nope. How many different languages do you need to know to learn about numbers? All of them. Ooh, puzzle cube. Fiddle with it. Your brother already had it most of the way solved, but you figure out the last couple of moves. Yay! You already solved it, and if you mess it up again, it'll be messed up forever. I want to mess it up again. Oh. Brother seems super smart. Family is farm. It's time to screw around in the woods. Time to head west. Oh, I want to head east. Hey, Connor. Your mom smiles warmly as you approach. I'm leaving now, Mom. We're gonna miss you, kiddo. Oh, and before you leave, I got you a present. A present? Yep, it's that book you wanted for Crimbo. I know it's early, but... Oh. The one about picking locks, the one about desert survival, or the one about bartering? Let's go picking locks. That's the one. Enjoy it. Please be careful out there. Write us a letter when you can. 0 out of 10, too unrealistic. My mom would never smile warmly at me. My mom doesn't care.
I find her to be a very nice lady.
After you're done reading it, you donate it to a local orphanage. Soon those orphans will be able to make their escape. Flee, little orphans. Flee. Your father morosely jabs at the haystack. That hat doesn't fit you. I'll grow into it. Oh. Listen, I want you to have this. It's your grandmother's brass knuckles. Why? Nope, not questioning it. Thanks, Dad. Good, good luck out there. Be sure to say goodbye to your mother. I did. Now you have brass knuckles. These were your grandmother's brass knuckles. Your grandmother was a force to be reckoned with. Sounds like it if she had brass knuckles. Secret? I found a needle in a haystack. Ooh, for picking locks. Good thing I got that book about picking locks. Your brother Rufus is standing here looking nervous. He's pretty good at looking nervous. You hand him the puzzle and he starts fidgeting with it. Hey, Rufus, time for me to head west. I still don't understand why you're leaving. It's got a point, you know. Why are you going west anyway? Do I care about helping people? Do I care about seeking fortune? Do I just want to get off this stupid farm? Seeking fortune? Sounds good to me. There's just no opportunity here, kid. If I'm gonna make something of myself, I gotta go where I can make some meat. But it's so dangerous. 60% of the people who go west get killed within a year. And that statistic is from before the cows came home. I'll be okay. You worry about taking care of Mom and Dad, and I'll worry about me. Okay, if you say so. I still think you'll be dead by Crimbo. I'll miss you, Rufus. Okay. Damn. Rufus not gonna miss me? You will remember your words and effects the finishing scene. Huh. Neat. And yeah, stupid walks, pretty great. Go west, young man. Yeah, I guess we'll go west. I'm not skipping the opening credits. I tried. You care about Shadows Over Loathing spoilers? Nope. Was Shadows Over Loathing supposed to be before this or after this? Sib is saying spoiler talk might be bad for the stream, but she's not here, so yeah. Rufus misses you so much he neglects his job to find you because you disappear after the game. Oh, okay. So Shadows is the sequel to this. Or what is it when it runs side by side? I feel like there's a quell name for that. Well, the bad news is that you fell off the cart and got knocked out for a couple hours, and now you've got no ride, no meat, and no prospects. The good news is that you're in a town, rather than in a gulch somewhere. Not much of a town, though. Dirtwater is 300 miles. Oh, turnip. Hello, friendo. Excuse me, mister. Did I actually get hurt by bumping into that cactus? Because I said ouch, and I wasn't sure if that was an actual ouch or not. Unspent XP, 3. Okay. Oh, okay. So it takes that much experience to buff it up. And I don't have anywhere near enough experience. Got it. It's a chunk of wood from the broken hitching post. It is mine now. Okay, so I can equip that instead of the brass knuckles. I'm gonna keep the knuckles. Because you see, I'm a cow puncher, not a cow board swinger. I think I stepped in the cow pie there. The sign on the door reads, "Gone drinking." About to head to bed. Just got back from the last day of Comic-Con. Father dressed as a Girl Scout Deadpool, normal Deadpool, and a fairy Deadpool. Fairy Deadpool was super popular. Father looked over at me and said, "Wow, I became a gay icon here." Congrats to your father for being a gay icon.
Cyberthos forwards our approval.
As you walk into the saloon, the crazy-eyed guy sitting to the left of the door shrieks and waves at you to get your attention. "Hey, where's your hat, Dag Nabbit?" "Well, you can't drink in here without a hat. Tain't proper." He points to the take a hat, leave a hat box next to the door.
Cyberthos forwards that we find suspicions that she's envious that she did not get to dress as equivalent.
Yeah, I agree. Your mom's just jealous she wasn't a gay icon. You look through the hat box and find a sturdy-looking Stetson. That looks like something you'd wear. Thanks, Pete. Thanks, Pete. He gives you a friendly, if somewhat twitchy, nod. "Say, feller, you heading west? If you want some company, I'd be more than happy to come along. Just let me know." "Well, no pressure." "I will keep that in mind, good sir. Have fun, see y'all later. Rest well. Hope you enjoyed Comic-Con." It's a spittoon. People spit into it. You know without even looking into it, that it's absolutely disgusting. "Yeah, but I have to." "Yep, it's full of spit. Regular spit, gross tobacco spit, chewing gum, and it looks like a few teeth as well. It's disgusting. And the smell. Even from a distance, it smells horrible." "Always root around inside them? Ugh." You are now on your hands and knees, peering into a filth-encrusted spittoon. I don't understand what is wrong with you. Wait, there's something shining on the bottom? You reach your hand toward the spittoon. Even before you touch it, you can feel the grossness in the air. Like a greasy fog enveloping the stinking brass horror. It smells like the vomit trough at a mesquite barbecue eating contest. You hesitate. Never surrender. You plunge your hand into the awful soup. It makes a sound like glop. Your skin is burning. Your eyes start to water. Your fingers make contact with something. You pull your hand out of the devil's terrain slowly, not daring to risk splashing the contents all over yourself. You appear to have gotten some kind of ring. Probably some kind of disease as well. Congratulations? +1 muscle, +1 mysticality, and +1 moxie.
That actually reminds me of a dream I had. So there was like this one household that was like really terrible people, and another household had a vigilante hero who like was going to stop them from doing very destructive things by committing arson, and I just kind of happened to be around, and the destructive household was really messy, and I just landed, and the vigilante wanted to use that mess to set up the arson, but I ended up landing at the mess while the destructive one was trying to stop the vigilante one. I was like kind of picking up at the stuff there, and I found this interesting thing that caught my eye, something shiny. And I just grabbed it and went up to the rooftop. And I was playing around with the little shiny thing. And then it suddenly lit up and it startled me, so my foot jerked away and I ended up catching the tilings on the roof on fire. And I just kind of flew away because, okay, there's a fire now. I didn't let go of the shiny thing, but I landed on the air conditioner at a windowsill, and then they started to pull guns and shoot at me, and I panicked and I dropped the shiny thing and set a fire in that room too, and I just flew away and the whole household was going up in a blaze.
You have very vivid dreams.
They shot at me. But yeah, I was just reminded by finding a shiny thing and somehow the fire.
I killed a goblin. Having dispatched the goblin, you pat yourself on the back for a job well done. Aw, nothing else to get down here. In the tutorial town, you have very limited amounts of resources, can't do anything, so focus on things you want to do. Am I writing on the lantern? Oh. Howdy, I'm Calvin. Howdy, Calvin. I'm Horace. Nice to meet you. What do you do? I'm the town hostler. I don't know what that is. I'm the town horse selling guy. Huh. How's that working out for you? Oh, those horses are just flying out the door. So, business is booming? Nice. No, I mean, the horses keep running away. I haven't sold one in ages. Oh. Is that why you're here drinking instead? Hey, yep. And me being in here drinking instead of watching the horses is probably how they keep escaping. It's one of those vicious circle things. Well, I'm in need of a horse. Do you have any left? One. Kind of a boring one, but it's got 4 legs and a back to sit on. Come see me at the stable. I'll be happy to show it to you. Why do I feel like it's gonna be a headless horse? Because he only said 4 legs and a back. The woman glares at you. You should probably just let her drink. You walk up to the bar, wait patiently for the bartender to notice you. While you're waiting, you see a sign taped to the back wall reading, "Reward for lost mugs, 25 meat each." Howdy, cowboy. Howdy, barkeep. Name's Calvin. What brings you to our little backwater? Fell off a cart. Not intentional. Oh, the usual. I came out west to make my fortune. Not having much luck so far, though. Any work around these parts? Unfortunately, Boring Springs already has more people in it than jobs. It's more of an errand town, if you catch my meaning. If you're looking for a real job, I'd recommend talking to the railroad people up by Dirtwater. Let's ask about the errands. Yeah, this forsaken burg is always falling apart in one way or another. The hostler's always needing help since he hurt his leg, and that no-account sheriff could certainly stand to have somebody doing his job for him. Well, I've got a goblin loose in the basement. Some cowpoke in from the gulch didn't wipe his boots off and got spores everywhere. I already took care of that. He's gonna ask how I got into the basement. I know he's gonna ask how I got into the basement. Thank you kindly, Calvin. I knew you was a stand-up fella the moment you walked in here. She pauses for a moment. Though I could have sworn the door to the basement was locked. Guess I must have forgot. She reaches under the bar and grabs a bag of meat. Here you go. It's the least I can do by way of thanks. Huh. Well, she acknowledged the door was locked. Who's the lady drinking whiskey out of a beer mug? That's Susie. She's a rancher from nearby, a real tough broad. I ain't recommend you pester her. Why is that? Lost her whole family to a cow attack recently. Got some pent-up frustrations about it. Oh, good news, I'm a cow puncher. The woman glares at you. Howdy, Susie. Howdy, cowboy who's gonna be searching the spittoon for his teeth if you don't leave me in peace. Okay, bye-bye then. Yeah, okay, bye.
Wait, is she a fortune teller?
Braid? Step right up, step right up. Braid's the name and trade's the game. Seriously doubt that his name is Braid. Howdy, Braid. What are you trading? Well, sir, today I'm trading locks for soap and a stick of dynamite for a needle. And to the cunning Skinner who brings me 3 rattlesnake hides, well, to that adventurous soul, I will trade a fine silver pocket watch. Trade this soap for a lock. How about some free dynamite? No trades for now, thanks. So I could have saved the needle. Oh, mug. Wanted for bird theft. Naked Mike Bernstein. Reward 200 meat. Okay, so I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I know Dana has mentioned this game would be my kind of humor. It's similar enough to the Berenstain name. I swear if I come back later and that second E is an A instead, fuck you. Help wanted poster artist. Wanted, Bimmy Fricker for face thieving. Reward 420 meat. Howdy, stranger. Welcome to Boring Springs. I'm the sheriff in these parts. The what? The sheriff, okay? Blasted sign painters. Say, you wouldn't happen to be looking for work, would you? Depends on the work. Well, how does this grab you? There's a gang of hoodlums around here what call themselves the Fricker Gang. Last time I arrested one of them, they busted him out and took my cell door with them. It ain't, well, it ain't much good without the door. And I need somebody tough, smart, and all slick to go fetch it back for me. Why don't you do it? You're the sheriff after all. I gotta stay here and practice my chair tipping. Better than tipping cows, I guess. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Funny you should say that, because I'm sending the deputy along with you to keep you out of trouble. Takes a pistol out of his desk and hands it to you. Oh. Deputy Pistol. Nice to make your acquaintance. Deputy? You deputized a gun? You're new in town. Maybe you ain't noticed. There ain't much to do here except drink. Here, let me write down where the Fricker Gang's hideout is for you. He makes a little note on your map. Yay, new map location. Got it. I'll be back with the door. Probably. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this in for some meat. I found this mug. Okay. Just thought I'd say howdy. Okay, bye. Every time. The BS horsery. Sure. Oh, 1,000 meat. Afternoon, sir. What can I do for you? How's business? Oh, you know, every day I'm hustling. Tell you the truth though, it's pretty terrible. All of my horses keep running away. Well, except for this completely ordinary one. That's rough. Maybe I can help. Oh god, yes. Thank you. Please. I'd go fetch them myself, except for this injury. I'll give you 300 mead each for finding them. How many are there? 3. Here, let me see your map. They pretty much always run away to the same places. Draw 3 little pictures on your map for the Orehole Mine, the Boring Springs Boneyard, and Thousand Snakes Gulch. Hey, maybe I can get some snakes there. Why these places? I think they like environments that are thematically appropriate. Yeah, when you find one, feed it some of these oats. That should send it back here. Bag of homing oats? The horse you get does affect options later in the game. Huh. Okay. How does that work? There's special pigeon-infused oats. Oh. You're feeding the horses pigeons. Oh. Yay, a needle. I am really good at finding needles in haystacks. Increases your muscle, mysticality, and moxie by 1 for the rest of the day. So, probably not for now. Okay. Do I want some dynamite? I do have 2 needles. I could trade 1 needle for 1 dynamite. Yeah, let's get a dynamite. Braid, which is so not a name, takes your needle and hands you a stick of dynamite. Be careful with this now. Ah. Why are you dressed like a cactus? You approach the weird cactus man hybrid. He smiles at you. Howdy, Cactus Man. Howdy yourself. And the name's Bill. Cactus Bill. What happened to you, Bill? Well, to be honest, partner, I drank too much cactus beer and it turned me into a cactus. Doc Alice warned me this would happen, but I didn't listen. And that's why they call you Cactus Bill? Nope, that's just a coincidence. Oh, does it hurt? Does what hurt? You know, being a cactus? Oh, no, it's actually kind of nice. The natural fermentation processes inside the cactus part of me keep me pretty drunk most of the time. I guess it is a mite boring. Yeah, I bet. It wouldn't be so bad if I had something to read. You don't happen to have a newspaper or anything, do you? Funny you say that. I do. Much obliged, partner. Now let's see here. What can I do to return the favor? Oh, I know. My shovel. I left it behind the outhouse at Orehole Mine. It's yours if you go and get it. Yeah, get it. I'm sure you'll find a use for it. Behind the outhouse at Orehole Mine. Not Whorehole. Just Orehole. Got it. Thanks, Bill. Don't mention it. Now, if you could just kinda stick that newspaper to my face before you leave. Alright, have fun with that. Some loose dirt. Okay, so get the shovel, probably use it there. Probably. To Orehole Mine I go. Look behind the outhouse. Hey, he wasn't kidding. Not that this would have been a funny thing to kid about, I guess. Yay, shovel. There's still some meat ore in this cart. Meat ore. Wait, what? This definitely does not bear closer scrutiny. Yay, a mug. Huh. Anything else to do out here? I don't think so. Okay. Oh, mechanism is labeled cargo elevator control. Poster on the wall behind reads blasting cap storage, plungers, both kinds, and tools. Let's leave it alone for the moment. Unrefined meat nugget. This game is gonna have me questioning a lot of things. This looks dangerous. At least there's no plunger hooked up to it. Well, let's go get a plunger. Plungers! The sign lied though. There's only the one kind. This looks dangerous. There's a blasting cap on there. If there was any blasting cap on there, we'd be in real trouble. I'm gonna do tools before I do blasting cap. Oh hey, crowbar. Most of the tools inside are rusted away to nothing, but there's a pretty nice crowbar. Huh. Oh, and I do have enough experience for a level up. Great. Extra health, extra stomach capacity, and extra pain tolerance. Or I can punch stuff better. So if it doesn't give me a at this level, at next level sort of thing, does it still benefit me to level it up for this level? Or will I need multiple levels to see a change? Because, like, muscle doesn't say anything here. Neither do mysticality or moxie. But grit, gumption, and glamour all do. Okay. Like, grit and muscle both sound decent to level up. These crates are all labeled blasting caps. Period is part of the label. That's why it's inside the clothes like that. Pry one of the crates open with a crowbar and grab a blasting cap. Well, let's add a blasting cap. Okay, you've succeeded in putting yourself in grave danger. I mean, what could go wrong? See, it's fine. I found a horse. See the dark horse? Barely. Hey there, girl. It's okay, I'm a friend. Meanie. The horse shies away from you. Though in this case, it's more like cripplingly introverted away from you. Why does that feel so real? Checking a thing. Okay. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Look, I brought some oats for you. They aren't poison or anything. In retrospect, I guess that wasn't a very comforting thing to say. Feed her the oats. Take a handful of oats out of the bag and hold them out to the horse. Here you go. Yum yum. She sidles away from you warily and makes a surprisingly good attempt at hiding in her own shadow. Aww. Pat her on the nose. As you reach out to pat her nose, the horse ducks and steps further back into the shadows. Aww. Wait, if I eat the oats myself, am I just gonna immediately go back to town? Because they're homing oats. Look, they're fine, okay? See? Take a handful from the bag and toss them in your mouth. Ugh. It's like the roughest, blandest breakfast cereal that you've ever eaten. Still, it's better than dry cat food. Don't ask. You smile to show the horse that you're fine, and realize that you've unconsciously turned around and walked out the door. Jeez, these are powerful. The horse looks at you warily as you re-enter with a cheerful wave. See, perfectly fine. Eat her the oats? Nope. The horse hunches her shoulders and seems to shrink slightly as you pat her nose, but she doesn't actually flee, so that's something. There's a good girl. The horse finally seems relaxed enough around you, so you offer her a handful of the oats. Warily, begrudgingly, she eats them. Then she gestures at something behind you. You turn around to look, but don't see anything. When you turn back, she's gone. Wow, magic horse. Oh. Huh? What's this crack? Examine the hole. Bend down and shine your lantern into the crack in the rock. You can just barely make out a square shape down in there. Oh no. Make out a square shape down in there, well out of arm's reach. Looks like somebody dropped a small metal box into the hole. But you don't know if that was to hide it or discard it. If you're truly desperate to find out what's in there, you could try reasoning with the rock. Your primary argument would be a bundle of dynamite. Perhaps you could persuade the hole to widen enough to grab the box. Oh, you need 3 dynamite? Yay, meat. Yay, dig. Ooh, silver nugget. I didn't know if it was gonna be like, hey, it's a silver chicken nugget. Already seems like the kind of thing this game would do. Let's see. Well, I don't actually know if you can get enough dynamite anymore. Ah, oh. Well, I know there's a digging spot right there. Oh, hey, a mug. Haven't helped you yet. Turn these in. Every time. Boring Springs. Oh, founder Zephaniah Boring. He was actually a really interesting guy. Benjamin Crockett. Showed up way too early. 1300s. But the founder was in the 1800s. How the... why? That's a Zambi. Dig up the grave, fight. Beauregard, Skeleton Captain, 3rd Cavalry. I can take a Skelly. maybe I won't be able to take a Skelly. Ooh. Yeah. 12 experience, an old cavalry saber, and a gold tooth. Huh. Your stats fully reset between fights. Good to know. Like, I know I'm a cow puncher, but the saber is slightly stronger. I mean, the crowbar is slightly stronger as well, but I kind of want to save that for the prying open option. So let's get a saber. A skeleton. You're not getting past it without a scuffle. A scuffle it is. It only has 10 HP. Well, bonus to any melee weapon. Fair enough. Yeah, that sword made short work of the Skelly. That guy just wouldn't stay put. Is a horse. Timothy Cochrane, devoted husband. Elizabeth Cochrane, beloved daughter. Silas Cochrane, a baby. He was 32 when he had when they had Elizabeth. Huh. Your pulse quickens as you get near the spooky, translucent horse. Hello there. Hi. I'm a friend, okay? Nay. That's a little strange. How you did that without opening your mouth? Pat her on the nose. You pat the horse's nose, which is very cold. If you're going to ride her, you would want an extra saddle blanket to keep your butt from freezing. Pat her on the nose again. Yep, still cold. Here you go, girl. Have some oats. You hold out a handful of oats for the horse, but she just sort of stares right through you. Ugh. Pat her on the nose again. And again. There are more R's each time. Yep, still cold. You get the idea. Aww. You hold the oats out again, but the horse continues to ignore them. What's the matter? Are they not spooky enough? I'm not sure how to make oats spooky. I guess I could put some bone meal on them, but I don't have anything handy to grind up bones with. Grave dirt? Is that a yes? Weird. Okay. You sprinkle the oats with just a little bit of grave dirt and hold them out again. The horse gazes expressionlessly at them, then eats them. Yay! And with that, she glides away in the direction of town. Okay. Well, that was an interesting encounter. Kind of expected something behind the trees. What do I have? Okay. Thousand Snakes Gulch. One of these rocks is really shiny. Ooh, shiny rock. The snake looks sleepy, but not that sleepy. And health. I mean, considering I get an AP every fight, Yeah, guaranteed win. You have slain a snake. For long, they'll call you Snake Murdering Calvin. Oh, did I not get a snake skin? Oh. Another snake? Well, I guess it's not called One Snake Gulch. Ow. And I'm poisoned? You dick. You made short work of that long snake. The snake looks really angry. You're gonna need every trick in the book to beat this one. I'm good at ooh, 2 action points? 1 action point. Oh, okay. I was like, I just never noticed it changed the targeting ridicule to myself when I beat Dub. This will be fine. See, everything's fine. Nice work. If the whole cowboy thing doesn't work out, you could always get a job as a snake exterminator. Now that's a wacky horse. This horse has gone snake crazy. Maybe he was some other kind of crazy before. Hey there, boy. Hey, fella. I'm a friend, okay? It's cool, alright? Be cool. Freak out on me. Look him in the eyes. Oh. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? You calmly look the horse in the eyes. One of them is fixed in a glassy 1,000-yard stare. The other is revolving madly in its socket, like he's trying to, like he's thinking of trying to escape in every direction simultaneously. He looks to be calming down a little now that it's clear, you aren't actually made of spiders, though. Like, did that need clarification? That I'm not made of spiders? You carefully and gently pat the horse's nose. He twitches a bit. Okay, a lot. But seems to recognize that you weren't going to eat his eyes or suck out his soul or whatever madness is bouncing around in that skull of his. That's a good boy. Are you hungry, boy? Got a little treat for you. You feed the crazy horse some of the homing oats, and it gallops away with a whinny. Or rather, a hopefully he's headed home, and not into the 12th dimension. Yeah, hope he doesn't get lost in the 12th dimension. I'm not sure how I would explain that one. You don't have to walk all the way back over there. Hit M or click the map icon to travel quickly. Sure, but I want to explore. Okay. I want to at least check out the horses. I don't know how you spotted her hiding in that mine, but thanks for sending back my dark horse. Looks like my pale horse made it back safe. Thanks for your help. Thanks for finding my crazy horse. He was eating loco weed again, wasn't he? That I noticed? That's all of them. Can't thank you enough. Here's a little extra for you. Said something earlier about an injury? Yeah, I busted my knee while mucking out the showroom. Don't ask how, it's embarrassing. I did try. It was locked. I don't think I've tried since getting the crowbar. I was gonna get Doc Alice to have a look at it. She gave up doctoring. Why'd she do that? Nobody knows. She just shut herself up in her office. Said she wouldn't talk to anyone except Nurse Whiskey. Is that an actual nurse, or... I'm pretty sure she was just being sarcastic. Well, she can continue being sarcastic until we're back from our break, because it is that time. So I will be back in a few minutes. I will potentially contemplate on a horse to get with my 1,000 meats, and we'll see then. Back in a few. Bloop. I have stumbled my way back. Let's see. Thinking about the horses a bit. Kinda don't want to get the dark horse, because, you know, dark horse seems uncomfortable. I could be death. Thank you. I could be death riding in on a pale horse. I kind of like that idea. Can you sell me a horse? Sure thing. I should warn you though, horses get mighty attached to their riders. Once you've bought one, you won't be able to change your mind later. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the hydrate. Should I get a horse now or should I hold off? Like, straight up question on that one. I think it won't force you to leave right away. But there's more stuff to do here. So hold off on getting a horse until I'm ready to leave. Wait, did it say I could shovel that? Huh. Hey, experience. Nope, you're not allowed in Topeka anymore, remember? Oh, I did get some whiskey. Right. I guess I didn't actually try it because I did this like first thing. I thought I'd tried it. Maybe the whiskey offer wasn't there until I talked to the horse salesman. Because I know they said get lost. Whiskey delivery for you, Doc. What brand? Nurse whiskey. Your favorite, I'm led to believe? Didn't know she makes house calls. Alright, hold on. Hear her rattle as she unlocks the door. It's Doc Alice's house with a lot of TNT. Oh, wow. Shouldn't this be further away from the fireplace? I agree. This should be further away from the fireplace. The stove is spotless. Either she's really compulsive about cleaning, or she never cooks. Hey, Doc, can I look at your books? Not until you give me that whiskey you promised me. Okay, okay. Doc Alice looks to be about in her 50s. Her hair is graying and her face is lined, but her eyes are still clear and sharp, if bloodshot. She holds out her hand. Whiskey, stat. I mean, considering how much TNT she has next to the fireplace, I don't know if I do want to give it to her. I'm going to, but I don't know if I want to. She cracks open the whiskey and fills a small flask she takes out of her pocket. Then she puts the flask back in her pocket and starts chugging out of the bottle. Jeez, Doc. That doesn't seem healthy. Who's the doctor here? Me or you? Okay, point taken. This Vandy doesn't look like it sees much use. Grab a pair of tweezers and pluck some of your more unsightly eyebrows. Yeah, experience. How much experience do I have? Unspent experience, 44. Oh. Aw. I could get tough customer and beef up and be like super combat-y. That would be 35. I'd be one short on either gumption or glamour. I kind of want glamour for the item fighting bonus. Yeah, let's get glamour. And tough customer. So, gumption would help with my maximum AP. Okay. Guess I should start putting points into that. I want points in everything. Yeah. Can you get unlimited experience? Or is this, you have a limited amount, really think about what you're doing? Hey Doc, can I look at your books? Sure, if you want to. Not that they're gonna do you much good in this doomed, forsaken hellhole. You should try being less cheerful, Doc. Survey the books on Alice's shelf. They're all medical textbooks except for a few. Once you leave the tutorial, you can grind up anything. Okay. Think like a tree and leaf. The Legends of Curly's Meat. The life and works of Fred Ferguson. The Goblinoid Tongues. A primer. I can speak Goblin. Oh, can I learn all of them? Oh. You start flipping through the Goblin language book. It's confusing at first, but you eventually get so engrossed that by the time you take a break from reading, several blurfs have passed, and you also know that blurf is the Goblin word for hour. You have learned to speak Goblin, sort of. Let's learn about Curly's Meat. The book tells the story of a legendary treasure, a massive chest full of premium meat, secreted in the hidden sense, not in the extruded sense, in the western desert by an old cowhand named Curly Butterfield. This book purports to be a Civil War surgeon's autobiography, but flipping through it, you mostly just find lists of reasons that drinking alcohol is bad. So, it's actually a work of ludicrous speculative fiction. At least there's some useful appendices in the back, and some diagrams of appendices. Nice experience. Puts me at 27. So now I could go ahead and get beef up. Or another point in glamour for more item finding. Doc Alice continues to pour whiskey down her neck, occasionally stopping to breathe. Is everything alright? That depends on how fast I can get this whiskey into my bloodstream compared to how fast my liver filters it out. And I can't talk and drink at the same time, so... Now you could have talked to the cellar goblin instead of murderinating him. That's true. And I feel a little bad about that. Only a little. She glares at you meaningfully. So, what's up? What's the matter, Doc? What's the matter? The whole world's gone to hell in a horse cart, and you ask what's the matter? Bandits, cow demons, dead men walking. Why don't you go ahead and pick one, and I'll drink to that. Dead men walking? You haven't seen it? Corpses and skeletons staggering around like puppets with half their strings cut, looking to take a bite out of the living. Oh yeah, there was a skeleton in the cemetery. It's nice to get some outside confirmation that I'm not losing my damn mind. But how is that even possible? It isn't possible. It goes against everything I know about medicine. Dead patients don't get back up. Patients? Oh. Ouch. Doc Alice turns away, grimacing. Every doctor loses one now and again. You never get used to it, but, well, it happens. But what doesn't happen is them coming back afterward and looking for revenge. That must be pretty rough. Rough? Buddy, I don't think you comprehend the situation. It's not just patients, it's neighbors, friends, husbands. Oh. Indeed. He turns away from you and focuses her attention back on the bottle. Yeah, you know, I don't blame her in this case. I'm starting to feel a little bit of sympathy. Just, be careful with all that TNT. Oh. Doc Alice sighs exasperatedly. What now? What's the deal with all the TNT? It's so when I feel like I'm about to go, I can blow myself into bits so small there won't be nothing left to come back. That seems drastic. Drastic? Hell, no way am I taking the risk of becoming one of those things. Fair enough, I suppose. Do you have any idea what's causing the resurrections? Well, I heard a rumor. A rumor? What is it? Yeah, what kind of rumor do you hear about this crap? It's when you get incomplete information from an unverified source. Dana was right, this is my kind of humor. Anyway, what I heard is that there's a fella out west that's causing it. A necromancer, they call him. Supposedly, he's sending magic out into the world somehow. Magic like the beanslingers use? I never heard of any beanslinger raising the dead, have you? Her scowl deepens. That'd be one hell of a can of beans. About that necromancer. Assuming he exists, what about him? Well, maybe someone ought to try and stop him. Doc Alice gives you a sharp look. You? Because I know you ain't talking about me. Why not you? A gray-haired old woman that knows as much about fighting as a squirrel knows surgery? Did you hit your head on a barstool, kid? Yeah, maybe. You aren't that old. And if I were gonna pick someone to go up against the necromancer, it'd be someone who also knows about death, but in a scientific way. A doctor, right? Doc Alice stares hard at you, takes a swig from her bottle, saying nothing. And it sounds to me like you've got plenty of motivation to get the job done. For your friends and everyone. She continues to look at you. You can see the gears turning in her head. It beats doing nothing anyway. Beats locking yourself in a house full of TNT and drinking yourself to death. You aren't even doing any doctoring anymore. She winces and looks away. Then she shakes her head slowly. You seriously expect me to ride out west by myself, chasing a rumor? Doesn't have to be by yourself. I'm heading west too. Tag along with me, maybe we can find the guy and put a stop to him. It's crazy. Possible. Impossible like raising the dead is impossible? You know, I have a way with words, I do say. Alice crosses her arms and regards you thoughtfully. A spark slowly brightens in her eyes. Alright, kid, what the hell? Let's give it a shot. Cool, now get the TNT away from the fire, please. Also, I still need to go deal with the Fricker gang. Thud Fricker, the Fricker gang's intrepid lookout, appears to be taking a little nap. Oh, Oh. 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 Decisions. How mean do I want to be? I mean, they took the sheriff's door. I'm gonna be mean. That doesn't seem very sportsmanlike. Sure you want to do that? When the game gives you a second chance, a lot of the time, it's good to rethink. Will shot alert the rest of the gang, you think? I mean, yeah, probably. Just gotta shoot them too. You poke Thud with your boot. He slowly gets to his feet. Hey, you're not supposed to be here. Thud is... well, let's say he's no Rhodes Scholar, if we assume that it's 7 years from now and that idiom makes sense. You feel bad about the idea of killing him. Walk away, Thud. Thud, you don't want this life. Take a hike. Okay, you're probably right. Thud stumbles off into the desert. He'll probably be fine. Guess I'm not gonna be mean. Pile of random stuff the Fricker gang stole. Yoink. An item. Pair of silver cufflinks. Yeah. If you wore fancier shirts, you might have some use for these. Alright, this locks you into the Renegade Paragon paths. Oh. Well... well... little late now. Huh. One of the Fricker boys is dozing in a bathtub. Can you pass the soap? He mumbles and hands you a bar of soap before sinking deeper into both sleep and the tub. Huh. I am up. Grab a nearby length of rope and carefully tie his hands together, then to the handles of the tub. The sheriff can come collect them later. I appreciate the little snoring sounds. Cautiously approach the Fricker gang. They're pretty engrossed in their poker game, so it doesn't actually require that much caution. You hide behind a barrel and eavesdrop on their conversation for a while. The one with the eye patch is quiet, but you gather that his name is Snipe, and that the squirrely one is his brother Whippy. What's your plan here? Well... I guess since I'm down the honorable path, let's approach them and try to talk it out. Howdy, boys. Fill me in. The one without the eye patch raises an eyebrow at you. Who are you? How'd you get past Thud and Soap? What do you want? It's Bimmy? I'm here for the sheriff's door. I mean, they did steal the door. I don't want that door back. I'm here for the sheriff's door. I'll show you the door. The door to hell. Okay then, a fight it is. Aw. So, do I have to break the barrel first? Can I just attack through the barrel? Trying to shoot this target will hit a sturdy barrel instead. So it does warn about that. So it looks like I can just attack. Yeah, I just walked past the barrel. Huh. No, no sniping. Sniper, no sniping. The leader of the Fricker gang are dead by your hand. The sheriff will be proud of you, but you're not sure how your mother would feel. Pile the Fricker's ill-gotten gains? Yay, me! They won't be needing this anymore. Oh. Oops. That is really nice with the shadows. Well, I was willing to talk it out at that point. They shouldn't have tried to fight me. I don't have foraging. Make your own damn guide to Boring Springs and its environs. Huh. Alright, let's go give the sheriff his door back. I see the Fricker gang hasn't put a stop to your breathing. Did you rescue my cell door? You hand the sheriff his door and he hangs it back on its hinges. Nice work, stranger. This here prison cell just got about 4 times more secure. Are there any Fricker boys left for me to round up? Yeah, 1 or 2 that are asleep on the job. I'll go round them up shortly then. Looks like I owe you a reward. Got another little task for you, if you got the time. Could be a lot simpler than the last one. What you need? Well, the Frickers busted the lock when they took the door. Gonna need a new lock. Oh, well, hey. Good thing I got that soap. So I can trade for a lock. Trade me. Braid, though you really don't think his name is actually Braid, takes your soap and hands you a lock. Yay, lock. Howdy. You managed to scare up a lock for my cell? Yep, got one right here. You hand the sheriff the lock. That'll do nicely. Everyone's so polite. Except for the Fricker gang. Hellfire. Don't suppose you know how to pick a lock, stranger. You got a needle handy? Good job. I don't have a needle handy, actually. Huh. Huh. What do you say, Pete? Who, me? Well, heck, I say all kinds of things. For instance, I've been mining these mountains longer than a slam jammed corn dog can count the stars. Yeah, if I didn't get that dynamite, I probably would have been able to. Pete takes a swig of his whiskey. Pete notices the shiny rock you're carrying and his wild eyes light up. That there is a right shiny rock you got, stranger. I'll give you 7 meat for the rock. Nah. Nah. Nah, I like this rock. I think I'll keep it. He shrugs. Suit yourself. Pete notices the nugget of silver you found earlier. I'll take that old silver nugget off your hands if you like. Give you 81 meat for it. I mean, is there any reason to hold on to these? Because I think one of them was just like, yeah, sell it. No, that was the unrefined meat. Unrefined meat nugget, not the silver or shiny rocks. No, not yet. Pete squints and points at the unrefined meat ore you're carrying. You ain't seem like someone got much use for unrefined ore, stranger. I'll buy it off in you for 7-3 meat. Sure. Give him the nugget. Chuckles and hands you some meat. Pleasure doing business with you. Does it actually say anything? No? What do you say, Pete? Who, me? Well, heck, I say all kinds of things. For instance, dagnab machines. Can't trust them no more than a blasted horse thief. Yeah, take my nuggets then. Pete's eyes narrow as the gears in his head start to click. He fixes his gaze on you, and the tick in his eyelid seems more pronounced. Listen, kid, all this stuff what I've been buying from you, you've been spending time underground, ain't you? Well, you listen to old Pete's advice. You stay out of ore hole if you know what's good for you. There's stuff on the 40th level that ain't worth messing with for a fellow wants to keep his eyes, if you catch my meaning. Not sure I do, but thanks. Well, I can't just hear that and not go back. Right? Like, that's just asking for me to go check it out. You suddenly remember that weird thing that Pete said about level 40. Is that a real thing? Doing it. Open the chest. A wave of nausea hits you as you slide the heavy lid off of the chest. Inside there is a hat. It looks evil, and not in an abstract way. It has eyes, and they look like the eyes of a murderer. And it has teeth, which look like the teeth of an animal who would be a murderer if animals understood the concept of murder. I'm doing it. Oh. You have a sense of foreboding. Something tells you this is a bad idea. It's me telling you this is a bad idea. You put this hat on, you won't ever be able to take it off, and things will be much harder for you. It will be as though your life is a game, and that game's difficulty level is greatly increased, if you catch my meaning. No, never mind. I will take Pete's advice and leave it alone. These two are playing poker, or at least trying to. They keep looking back and forth from their hands to the how to play poker card that came with their deck, biting their lips and concentrating real hard. Can I play? They look at you nervously. Look, I have some meat. Let's play. Put 20 meat on the table and sit down before they can say no. One of them shuffles the cards sloppily. I think by now you're nearly done with the tutorial. Okay. And deals a new round. You get a pair of 10s, plus a 2, a 3, and a king. 10, 10, 2, 3, king. Well, at least I've got a pair. Bet aggressively. Yeehaw! I'll bet 15 meat. They look at each other nervously, but they both call your bet. Okay, read them and weep. Show your pair of 10s plus 2, 3, king. Guy on the left has a full house. I win? Let's see if they believe it. You explain that jacks are worth 9 points each, giving the guy on the left a total of 21 points, to the gal on the right's 20, and you're 25 plus a king. They squint at the rules, but eventually shrug and nod at you. You collect your winnings and stand up. They thank you for helping them learn the game. Huh. looks like they're playing for spiders now. Oh. Are you Susie Cochrane? How do you know my last name? I saw the graves in the cemetery. I'm sorry for your loss. Susie scowls bitterly and mutters into her whiskey. I saw it happen. Saw the whole damn thing and couldn't do nothing about it. The bartender said it was cows. Cows, right. I don't know what those things are, but they ain't cows. Not anymore. What happened? Swindler, you. Look, it was either lying to them or intimidating them. And I felt like lying. It was a raid. See, Ma and Pa used to ranch cattle back before they came home. Pa didn't make it, but Ma and I managed to rebuild. We ranched pigs instead, and she left me the place when she passed. Well, I guess a passing herd sniffed out that it used to be a cow ranch, and they attacked. A couple of days ago. Happened so fast, I didn't even have time to get my rifle out of the gun safe. Cows smashed in the front door, and a fire started out back by the root cellar. House went up in blazes, just like that. What did you do? There wasn't anything I could do. Couldn't get upstairs to the kids because of the fire, and I saw Tim trampled right in front of me. I don't want to talk about it anymore. She refills her mug from a bottle on the bar, doesn't reply. What will you do now? Head west, I suppose. Nothing keeping me here, no desire to stay. I can't leave without my rifle, though. Why not? It was Ma's rifle. It's all I got left of anybody. Left it at the ranch like a damn fool. Listen, can I ask you a favor? I need someone to go get it for me. Yeah, I'll go get it. I don't blame her for not wanting to go back right now. You discovered a new map location. So I can still go there. And I don't want to get a horse yet. Sound about right? Cochrane Ranch, established 1891. All the water in this trough has boiled away. Susie's ranch house has burned to the ground. And I'm just silly walking my way through it. Something behind this door is making some pretty awful noises. Looks like somebody was in the middle of fixing a knife. Huh. Varmint skinning knife. Allows you to collect skins from beasts after combat. Oh. So if I'd have had that before I did the rattlesnakes, I could have gotten the snake skins. Damn. Okay. These pies were not safe. This thing looks angry. You're not gonna make it to that safe without dealing with it. Well. Oh, it only has 15 health. That's fine. I was made for this. The tutorial is best played after playing the tutorial. I mean, you say joking, but... Ow, I'm burning. You defeated that nasty cow skull floating in a cloud of flame. Yeah. Grab Susie's rifle. It's an old rifle, but it has obviously been well cared for. There are 6 little notches carved into the stock. Town. Let's go turn in the mug. Oh, I've already turned in my mugs. I don't think I can get more mugs. You find my rifle yet, stranger? Yep, here she is. Susie's eyes well up with tears as you hand her the rifle, and she roughly scrubs her sleeve across her face before any of them spill over. Thanks, stranger. I didn't catch your name. I'm Calvin. Thanks, Calvin. Can't rightly say what this means to me. She looks at the rifle for a long moment, then looks back up to you. She sighs. Well, that's enough wallowing in misery. Time for me to hit the road. If you want me to tag along when you head west, just say the word. Okay. Can't do anything more with the sheriff. Look, I'm like, yeah, super thin. Just, I'll slide in between the bars and grab the key. Nothing else there. Three out of 4 companions unlocked. If I still had that needle, I could have gotten the sheriff. Oh, I killed the foot. Oh, I could have gotten the gobbo. Oh. Got a perk, mostly scabs. Oh. You've been poked by so many cactuses that your body has built up an entire extra set of skin capillaries just to deal with the constant tiny puncture wounds. Well, at least something good came of that. And now I do my best impression of death. All right. I'll go with the spooky pale one. Good choice. That's a good horse, if you like that sort of thing. I'll sell her for 1,000 meat. What sort of thing? You know, spooky stuff. Spooky stuff? I don't want to get into particulars. Let's just say she sets a certain tone. Ooh, mysterious. I'll take her. Thanks. Here's the keys. Ride safe. What do you mean keys? Give her a name. Ah. I've always been bad with names. Gonna be Hans the horse. You sure you want to name your horse Hans? Alright then, Hans the horse. It's got a nice ring to it. Oh, and I almost forgot. Free with every horse purchase is a complimentary map. Christina. Nah, we got Hans the horse. Okay, and then you can't buy a different horse, even though you have enough meat. How do you get upstairs? It's like, there's a door up there. This is ostensibly a map, though it's mostly blank. Looks like you'll have to fill the bulk of it out yourself. So I think I've done everything. Well, everything I can at least. So let's ride Hans out of town. Once you leave Boring Springs, you won't be able to come back. Any unfinished business you've got will forever remain unfinished. Are you sure you're ready to leave? No, but... Alright then, you're properly horsed and ready to start your new life in the West. All you need now is a partner. Somebody to share the trail with. Somebody you can rely on for emotional and combat support. Who will you take with you? Kinda made it sound like they would all be coming. Sorry, Crazy Pete. Most definitely not you. Question is, do I want to take Doc Alice or Susie Cochrane? Yeah, I'm realizing that with this this set of options. Doc Alice would be good for medical stuff. Doc gets stronger when you fight enough skellies. Susie gets stronger when you fight enough cowsies. I'm gonna bring the Doc. You knock on Alice's door and tell her it's time to go. You consult the southeast-west map the hostler gave you. It only lists two things: the town of Dirtwater and the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company's westernmost camp. Well, let's head for Dirtwater. Day 1, the first day of the rest of your life. Huh. It's your partner. What do you say, Alice? If we're gonna look into this necromancer business, I figure we ought to start with the local cemeteries. Makes sense. You know where they are? Yeah, I did some research into the territory cemeteries a while back. Territories, cemeteries. Territories, cemeteries. See if there was a pattern. You okay? Sorry. Anyway, there's one not too far from here. Am I forgetting about anything? Alice says you should see the bartender about renting that room in Dirtwater. Be nice to have a base of operations. Yeah, that's fair. Another spittoon. Which is a sort of brass bucket that people spit into instead of spitting on the floor, because not spitting at all is not an option in this society, I guess. I say this despite knowing that you're pretty intimately familiar with spittoons already. Sicko. Look, the Jules Saloon is pretty... That piano is actually super discordant. Now it's fine. Huh. Look, the Jules Saloon was pretty nice as saloons go. Actual glass in the windows, more than 2 kinds of drinks, a poker room instead of a cockfighting pit. But this spittoon is still a spittoon. The rancid tobacco spit inside it isn't fancy rancid... I can talk. Inside it isn't fancy rancid tobacco spit. Here we go again. Alright, fine. You are now hunkered down next to a brass filth bucket, which has probably never been cleaned or emptied because you're near the desert and the ambient humidity around here is pretty low. Low enough that the spit evaporates nearly as quickly as it accumulates. That's good, right? No, that's bad, because it's only the water part of the spit that evaporates. This brass bucket is half full of the rest of the spit, the toxins and filth that don't evaporate. Several years worth, distilled and concentrated until it's the consistency of molasses. People aren't allowed to flick cigarette butts into the spittoon anymore because they bounce out. You're about to put your hand into a bucket of something the color and viscosity of maple syrup. Except instead of maple, it's flavored with the inside of the I actually have to stop reading this. Not a lot of things get to me. The spittoon descriptions start to get to me. So, like, I'm gonna leave them on screen for a moment, but I'm not gonna read them myself. Because, like, I was starting to feel it with the first one, and it's coming back with this one. That's awful. What's the porcelain cow do? Melee and spell damage. Okay. Not reading any of that. Ooh. I need a moment. Yeah, wow. Really was not expecting that. Huh. Well, howdy there. Always nice to see a new face in town. Welcome to the Jewel Saloon. Hi, thanks. I'm Calvin. Glad to know you, Calvin. Folks around here just call me Lloyd. What can I do for you? Nice to meet you, Lloyd. I saw the sign out front, advertising a room. That's right. Finest room in the house, and plenty of room for your partner, too. You interested? How much does it cost? Well, that's where you're in luck. The previous tenant was a banker fella, and he paid a month in advance, right before getting himself killed by bandits. You seem like a decent sort, so the room's yours if you want it. Gratis. Sorry to have made you read that. No, you're fine. I tend to find it kind of funny, but not eating at the same time. Like, even if you didn't try to push towards it, I would have tried to read through it. So, it's not anything you did in particular. It's just, surprisingly, that was starting to get to me. Are they sleep fighting? These guys must have fallen asleep during a brawl. Huh. Insult yourself? Huh. You better not insult yourself anymore. You get any angrier, you're liable to pass out. There's a postcard on this little table. Got an item, blank postcard. Well, fair enough. Huh. Okay, and I go straight to the room from the stairs outside. Okay. So I'm already at angry. So if I fail the next fight, I start the next day. Okay. Need any help with anything, Lloyd? Well, if you're handy with mechanical type stuff, something's gone wrong with our piano player. I thought the music sounded a little off. Yeah, it's not supposed to sound like that. I'll see what I can do. Thanks. I'd have poked around in him myself. but I lost the key. This is suddenly taking a strange turn. Try to fix him? Oh. Oh, yeah, that makes sense, considering the key mentioned. You lift up the piano player's coat to reveal the hatch on his back that leads to his innards. Locked, but it's not a very good lock. Aw. The old man stares off into the distance, listening to the piano. And he doesn't talk. Poster says rules of poker, followed by hundreds of weird rules in tiny print. A straight beats a straight. Any player caught dealing from the bottom of the deck must remove their boots. Jacks are wild, and threes of hearts are double wild. Are these actual rules for any of these tables? Or is this just going to be a bunch of random stuff? A Canadian straight beats a flush. 4 trays of hearts can't be in the same hand as 3 kings, but can't be in the same hand as an 8. Huh. Any player spitting anywhere other than a spittoon must discard 35 cards. How do you end up with 35 cards? Huh. Any player who draws 3 one-handed kings of diamonds must immediately double their bet. Play poker. Well, you sit down at the poker table, a dealer emerges from somewhere in the back and sits down next to you. Lady to your right introduces herself as Connie, and the player to your left says his name is Cecil. Dealer tells you that the ante is 20 meat. Okay. Dealer gives the deck a shuffle, then deals. It's a pretty decent hand. A 3. Let's check. Okay, Cecil folded. That means there's only 2 of us. My chances of winning are 50-50. Second round of betting, pot is 60 meat, and you estimate your chances of winning are around 35. Let's moxiously raise. The last round of betting, time to do or die. Pot is 120 meat. Cleverly strategize. You do some quick mental math and realize your odds of winning are better than you thought they were. Okay, interesting. Oh. Oh. Boo. Okay. So it's stat check the game. I don't think I want to buy any slop right now. How come they're allowed to drink without hats on? Cowbell. Wait, let me fix this seat first. There we go. Needs more cowbell. Well, I will buy those needles after the break, because it is that time. So, see you in a few minutes to see what other wackiness this game has. I have been enjoying it so far. Well, that's nice. Alright, see you in a few. Loop. All right, I am back. And it's time to figure out where I can buy some needles from. Because it'll be really good to stock up on those. Oh, can I get some darts? Sign on the dartboard said to see you for darts. Oh, sorry, all the darts got broken months ago. I was kinda hoping that would lead to a needle thing. Oh, see you later, Lloyd. He looks angry. Huh. Ooh. The mercantile. Oh, oh wow. My stuff for sale. Read this to learn a new cow punching skill. Use to discover a new map location. I already have a shovel. Okay. I don't know how much needles would cost. I don't want to buy anything here yet. And I don't know when random things are going to be useful, so I don't want to sell stuff. So I'm not going to buy anything from here yet. Yeah, I'll buy you some flowers. Ooh, post office. One of those newfangled telegraph machines. Hi, I'm Calvin Littlefield. Any mail for me? Nope. But I'd like to send a postcard. Alrighty, let's have it. Write a quick note to Rufus letting him know that what you've been up to and that you're okay. That'll be... oh, it's one of them prepaid ones. That'll be 0 meat then. Huh. Hope Rufus is doing okay. The clerk clears her throat. Howdy. Are you the sheriff here? No, we don't currently have a sheriff. Offer to be sheriff? I could be the sheriff, maybe. Do you have law enforcement experience? Not really. Have you been to sheriff school? No. Do you have an existing relationship with Dirtwater's local government? Are you familiar with all of the local ordinances? You even live here? No. Then what, may I ask, in tarnation makes you think you'd be qualified to be the sheriff? I just assumed? You just assumed that you could mosey into town and become sheriff on your first day. Well, when you put it that way... if I had 5 meat for every wide-eyed protagonist-looking kid who wanders in here thinking they're the most important tenderfoot to ever strap on iron, I wouldn't need this dead-end clerking job. Sorry? It's okay. Like I said, happens all the time. Your game does a good job actually presenting sheriffing requirements, right? Need any help until you find a new sheriff? Sure, if you're any good with a gun, there's always somebody in need of some justice. Wanted posters are back there. Cells are over yonder. Points behind her and off to the right, respectively. Okay. It's a wanted poster. No, wait, you misread it. It's a wasted poster? Close enough. The poster reads, Wasted, the Stripy Hat Gang. For grand theft, paint, and tasteless hat vandalism. Last seen in the vicinity of Cavern Canyon. 1,000 meat reward. Dirty, rotten paint thieves and low-down, no-fashion sense hat vandals. Despicable. Yeah, I'll go after him. It's a wanted poster. Or a wanted poster. Accuracy is important. It says, Wanted, the House in the Desert Gang. For mortgage non-payment, squatting, and general public nuisance. Also for murdering 2 collection agents. Last seen at the House in the Desert. 500 meat reward. You wonder if the house is named after them or if they're named after the house. In any case, at least their location is unambiguous. Yeah, I'll pick that up. Wait. This empty cell is all ghostly. Empty cell, empty cell, empty cell, empty cell. Huh. Lot available, lot available, lot available, lot available. Wow, this is a very up-and-coming town. Not a lot available past this point. I love it. Okay. I've got an A store, but not one I can buy needles from. So, I'm gonna go ahead and get advanced cow punching. There's a chapter about situational awareness and its importance when trying to survive in a world full of demon cows. Gives Ever Vigilant a perk that increases your maximum AP by 2. The chapter about adapting to stampeding behaviors of demonic cattle for human use. Gives Bull Stomp, combat skill that does a small amount of damage to all of your enemies. And there's a complex pronunciation guide written by a linguist who was raised by cows. Gives Menacing Moo, skill that reduces the muscle of all of your opponents. Increasing my max AP by 2 honestly sounds great. Because then I can do both the self-buff and the healing if I need to. You study the situational awareness techniques until you can read them with the eyes in the back of your head. Yay, Ever Vigilant. Then you shoot the book into pieces, because you don't trust it or anything else anymore. That book had it coming. And I'll hold on to the rest of my meat for now. Who's that old man by the piano? Oh, that's old Ellsbury. Tragic fella he is. He was a writer and a poet. Came out west to sell his stories, but nobody would buy him. Too weird, his stories. Fantastical like. Stupid stuff. For kids. Nah, too bad. I love that stuff. Well, it don't matter much now anyhow. He had to get normal work to make ends meet. Did passing well as a prospector, until one day he lost his mind in a mind. He what now? You know what I mean. He saw something. Something made him stop telling his weird tales. Made him stop talking near completely, come to that. He just stands there by the piano nowadays. It seems to calm him down, and as long as he doesn't make any trouble, I don't mind him too much. Feel a little sorry for him, to be honest. Poor fella. Need any help with anything? Oh, right. I need the needle. Okay. Go to the Gun Manor DLC. Oh yeah, I guess I do have most? All? Okay, there's just the one DLC, and since Sib has it, I has it. I'm playing this through Steam Family Sharing. Yeah, I wasn't planning on going to it yet. It's just kind of a, haunts Winnie's as you approach. No mermaid. She neighs with whispery gratitude. Alright, so I guess let's go to the desert house. You happen across an abandoned crate, which apparently fell off a wagon or something, since the lid has been knocked loose. You know what that means? It's mine. It's all mine. You fish through the crate and help yourself to the contents, which appear to be mining gear. So you even more right than you knew. Can of oil, can of kerosene, and a sulfur match. Huh. As you dismount and approach the house where the bandits are holed up, you hear a voice from inside say, "What was that?" Looks like you're gonna have to be sneaky if you want to avoid a full-on fracas. Sneaky's my middle name. Wait, really? Yes, Sneaky is my middle name. I'm gonna make Sneaky my middle name. Like, I'm gonna be Calvin Sneaky, whatever the last name is, isn't it? Okay, if you say so. Yep. Yep. Sulfur match. We used in combat. Deals 1 hot damage and ignites flammable things. Makes them flammable. Huh. Hey, if it works, it works. the sound of it, you'd say this doghouse contains an angry dog. This doghouse contains an angry dog. Very funny. You're not going to be able to get past it without alerting the gang inside the house. Bring 'em on. I thought... Okay. I'm happier with this than having to fight the dog. Ow! Never mind. Not happy. Not happy. Very much no longer happy. I don't think this would let me one-shot any of them. Huh. 19, 18... And that's doing 14 to 15. No, this would do 16 to 17. Ooh. Well, I've gotta hope for the best. Okay, I get to control what she does. Each opponent will take 3. Yeah? But I do have help, which is appreciated. Ow. I just healed all that, you dick. I mean, if you can only shoot me for 10, then that's fine at this point. Nice. 30 experience, a bag of ears and such. Desert Gang 6-gun and some black boots. What do the boots do? Maximum AP and Moxie. Huh. Six to 7, 4 to 5. I mean, why not? This is a fancy 6-gun. You might even go so far as to rate it a 7-gun. Stuck to his guns. Oh. Hope he got unstuck eventually. All right. Okay, so I do know where some stuff is. Wow, this is a decent-sized map already. Let's try to reach the Dave Yard. You hear a rustling sound and trace it to a small gulch nearby. Peeking over the edge, you see a goblin rustling around in the brush. Presumably it's a gulch goblin wrestler? I always kind of assumed that it referred to a different sort of wrestling, though. It looks up at you and makes some angry-sounding goblin noises. Oh, I want to talk to it. I can speak Gobbo. Wow. You shot her? Nerd. Is there a way to get multiple attacks in one turn? Since I have, you know, so much extra AP. potentially skills, I'm assuming. Clobber the goblin and find some goodies in the shrubbery he was rustling. A goblin sandwich, a goblin pistol, 38 meat, some experience. Can I check quests somewhere? Well, if you're looking to find out lay of the land, I'd guess a railroad crew. Okay. Request you talk to partner. Got it. Goblin pistol. 1 to 15. Huh. I love it. Wait. Is that made of dice? That dice and dominoes with the pips on the side? That's amazing. Just keep asking for another suggestion to exhaust the options. I just wanted to double check whether this was gonna progress things or not. What else was there? Goblin sandwich. Stats for the day. Hey, sentient. Died with his boots on, but not his pants. Well, let's dig up Dave B. Sure enough, boots but no pants. Got an item, brown boots. +1 maximum, maybe. I don't need more max AP, actually. Oh, it's a downgrade from the black boots. Put him down for good. This is a silly game and I enjoy it. Ooh, gold tooth. Alice surveys the scene and jots some notes down in her little notebook. Right, so that's a, hey, you killed a skeleton. Alice gets better. That skeleton has wood. If you know what I mean. Experience, gold tooth, and Alice bonus. Rap-a-pa-pow. Dave J. Oh, wait, are they all Dave? Dave B, Dave C, Dave J. Right. It's not a graveyard. It's a Dave yard. Here lies Dave L. Died of a heart attack. See you in minus 36 years. Oh boy, free lunch. Vienna blood sausages, thermos of spiked coffee. Increase your speed for the day, muscle for the day. Huh. Here lies Dave G. He was looking to the sky to save him, but even the sky can't save a feller from like 40 angry bears. Beat the dickens out of him. Ah, spooky. At least it's only spooky damage. Gonna beat the spook out of him. Oh hey, a bone. Here lies Dave D. The truth was out. Truce. The truth was out there. It killed him. Here lies Dave G, murdered by a different feller named Dave G. It's a pile of bones that isn't moving around for a change. That is pretty strange in a graveyard. Graveyard. Skull with an odd tag on it. The skull has a little paper tag to it, which has "Enter Cemetery Loan" on one side and some notes on the other. The tag on the skull has a serial number and says it was borrowed from the Submission Catacombs on February 19th, 1886. Geez, this thing is really late. The back of the tag has the catacombs address on it. Discovered a new map location. Neat. Can I go in here? I can. This is one of those things they have in mausoleums. You know, one of those big marble things with drawers full of skeletons. I'm gonna be a little bitch and only fight one at a time. Oh, it's repeatable? Okay. So, like, guaranteed 11 to 12. Or I can do 1 to 15. Let's try my luck. Wouldn't this be a really great place to get Alice leveled up then? Considering it's repeatable skeleton fights? I did do a 7-11. A 7-11. Yeah. The big stone sarcophagus. Some kind of ritual circle drawn on the ground in red chalk. Oh, why do I get the feeling it's not red chalk? This is a pile of mostly burned rags that maybe used to be a person? Or a splattered scroll, human ashes, and a robe receipt. Can I get a refund on the robe? There's a receipt for the delivery of 150 black silk robes. Oh, a necromancer journal. I'm sure Alice will be interested in that. Time you started gathering clues about the whole perambulating dead situation that's going on around these pots. Grab a notebook and paperclip the receipt to the first page. You open your necromancer journal and examine the information you've collected so far. Found a receipt for delivery of robes. There's a surcharge for delivery past Boulder Pass. That means the necromancer's lair is definitely west of the mountains. Good to know. Okay. Do one more. Ow. One. Ah. And 13. I gotta head to bed. All right, rest well. Her eyes light up. Evidently, she's having an epiphany of some sort. Alice has become stronger. Hey. Glad I did that one more fight. Bartender in Jewel Saloon, yeah. Stripey Hat Gang in Cavern Canyon. Alright. Let's see if I can find a needle on the way. Off to the side of the trail, you spot a beer barrel cactus. You're not sure why they call them that, since they're shaped like mugs, not barrels. And me without foraging. Danger spider. Oh, you can pry off the the planks with the crowbar. Well, let's see what's in here then, considering I just opened it. You can see the gang on the other side of this big pile of junk, but you're not going to be able to get to them from this end. Maybe if you had more legs, you'd be able to pick your way through it. Oh, I don't like how that says that in a cave warning us about spiders. The door has like 15 deadbolts on it. The note tacked to it says, please don't open this door unless you want to get eaten by a giant spider. Even then, don't open it because the rest of us don't want to get eaten by a spider. Oh, I'm opening the door. The tunnel behind this opening goes straight up. There's no way to get through it unless you're a huge spider. Well, nothing to worry about for me then, right? Yay, weapons! You hear a sudden chittering coming from that big hole behind you. I'm sure it's fine. What could go wrong? 7 to 9, 5 to 7. Oh, wow. Medicine. You should leave right now before that spider eats you. You must have a death wish standing this close to that thing. Okay. No way you're going back in there. Oh, so I only get to loot one of them. Okay. You hear a horrible skittering noise, followed by a scream, followed by more horrible skittering noises, followed by more screams, followed by some rapping noises, followed by some muffled screams. Then there's more skittering, then silence. Go inside. Oh. The gang has been prepped for spider consumption. Don't do anything just yet. Danger kitchen. Danger bar. Kitchen. This poor chef is chained to the wall. His eyes widen as you approach. Hey, you're not one of them. Are you here to rescue me? Sure. Oh, thank goodness. He thrusts his hand into yours and shakes vigorously. I'm Doug. Calvin, how'd you do, Doug? Well, I've been chained up in this dank cave for weeks, cooking for those stripy-hatted idiots. That sounds awful, right? Like, why stripy hats? Awful. Get some polka dot hats. Jeez. You want to know the worst part? There's a perfectly good oven 8 feet to my right, and a shelf of perfectly good ingredients 8 feet to my left. How's that the worst part? This chain is only 4 feet long. Ugh, that's rough. I know, right? There I was, fresh out of culinary school with a million meat idea in my head, and now here I am, 4 feet shy of my dreams, cooking the same pot of soup over and over again. What million meat idea? You promise not to steal my idea, right? Yeah, I promise. Okay then, it's a new kind of sandwich. Or maybe a taco. It's so revolutionary that I'm not quite sure where it fits in the whole hand food taxonomy, to be honest. Anyway, in the middle of it there's a sausage. But it's sausage made from the cheapest possible parts of a pig. Ground up so finely that you can't identify them anymore. Okay. And it's served in a long split roll, which soaks up the grease so you can't tell how fatty the sausage is. Oh, he's trying to invent the hot dog. And the best part? The name. Ready to hear the name? Sure. I call it the hot dog. Damn it. It sounds great. I'll care for it. How about the hot Calvin instead? Don't be ridiculous. Hot Calvin. What does that even mean? Ridiculous. Hey, there's no need to be mean about it. Not that any of this even matters. Even if I did get off this chain, there's no point in hanging around in this empty cave making hot dogs just for myself. I don't even like the taste of them. You could set up shop in Dirtwater. Brilliant. You're a genius, Calvin. Hot dogs for sale all day, every day. I'll make a mint. Say, there's an idea. What if I added mint to the sausage message? Words. You help him break his chains. He leaves the cave, hauling the oven and the shelf full of ingredients, muttering to himself about new sausage recipes. I helped. And the bar? Looks like this place needs a new bartender. A jaw harp. What? Oh, I swear this is gonna summon the spider. Plunk it some more. And some more. I love the plunking noises. Okay. I thought it was gonna summon the spider, honestly. Cheap whiskey, cheap tequila, cheap wine. Do I have a limited inventory? I guess I'm gonna be finding out soon. Alright, time to arrest them. You stack the cocoons on the back of your horse, except for one, which Alice carries in her medical bag. He was smaller than he looked. And head back to the Dirtwater jail. Is that the Stripey Hat Gang? What happened to them? They had a run-in with a giant spider. A giant spider of justice. Fortunately, the reward is for results rather than explanations. Right? Aw, they all got put in one cell. Give her what's left of the Desert House Gang. Well, this certainly is a bag of severed ears and teeth and such. Which gang was this? The House in the Desert Gang. I'll take your word for it. Good job. Ooh. More wanted posters. Poster reads, Wanted, the Potemkin Gang. For unlicensed civil engineering and flaunting of construction regulations. Last seen in an unregistered settlement north of Dirtwater. Poster shows location. Okay. Yeah, sure, I'll check it out. The Black Hat Bandits. For horse theft and the selling of counterfeit glue. Oh. Last seen headed north toward the old millinery. Huh. You discovered a new map location. The old millinery. 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 It's a good word. Hey! Well, it's actually called Hot Dog now, instead of Hot Doug. Howdy, Doug. Well, if it isn't my savior, good old Calvin. Howdy yourself. The sign outside? Yeah, I had to change the name. Tried to file a trademark. It turns out there's already something called a Hot Dog. What is it? Trust me, you don't want to know. I wish I didn't know. Anyway, a single letter removed and I'm in business. There's 3 different hot dogs. Okay, one for each of the stats. Makes sense. Actually, do I have a letter back? Nope. Anything new in here? I do have the meat for binoculars now. Okay. So The new places are up there. That's a ways to wander. Huh. Oh, let's go up there. You come across a horse trying fruitlessly to figure out how to use a pair of binoculars. Those aren't for you, buddy. The horse reluctantly agrees and trots off, leaving the binoculars. But well, I just bought some of those. Huh. These will come in handy. They'll also come in pairs, because otherwise they wouldn't be binoculars. Makes sense, actually. Oh, I need to get some foraging. Look at all the tasty cactuses, cacti? Cactus that I could have. Oh no, a nun! Not a priest, so you shouldn't mess with any of this stuff. Pew pew pew! Pew pew pew! It's an empty relic case with a spot for a skull. What? Spot for a pelvis? Spot for a finger bone. What? Why? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness! What's wrong, sister? They came back. They just came back and took them. I couldn't stop them. Whoa, slow down, okay? What happened? Our holy relics. The saints just stormed up out of the catacombs and took them back. Wow. I didn't know what to do. I thought maybe they'd fire me if I tried to stop them. The cardinal will be here any minute. What am I going to do? To start with, take a deep breath and try to calm down, okay? What's your name? I'm Sister Mary. My name's Calvin. Now, what's this about saints? Our missions is to protect 3 sacred relics. I'm the relic keeper. It's my specific job to look after them. Oh, wait. Do they call you Memento She shows you the ruler she keeps tucked in her sleeve. No, they do not. Okay, sorry. What happened? The saints. Oh, it's too horrible. They came to life somehow. They came up out of the catacombs, all skeletal and ghastly looking. I mean, it's probably blasphemy to say that, but I nearly fainted. And they took back their relics? Yes, and if they aren't recovered before the cardinal gets here, I'll be in so much trouble. Uh-oh, how much time is there? Well, actually, he's months overdue. That's probably not all that urgent, but still. All right, I'll get them back for you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, wait a second. Are you gonna have to fight them to get their relics back? Because that's probably blasphemous too. I mean, probably. But if black magic brought them back to life, that's like super blasphemous, right? So it evens out? Oh dear. The cardinal is going to want to have a very long talk about this. Go ahead and do what you must, I suppose. Yay! I get to go fight saints! Pew! Pew pew! Pew pew pew! Pew 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 pew! Pew! Good luck down there. Ooh, a coffin. Oh, it's empty. It's a precariously balanced pyramid of skulls. They're all riled up and twitching. I want to go skull bowling. You're sure? There's a lot of them and they're really mad. Maybe angering all of them at once isn't a great idea. The skull has a gold tooth. The skull is twitching in an unnerving fashion, though I guess there's no way it could be twitching that wouldn't be unnerving. I mean, it could be happy twitching. One skull did 12 damage. Yeah, glad I didn't kick over the entire thing. Oh, that has 40 health. Okay. Get beefy. Stabinate it. You do a heal. Oh, she heals for 15 now. That's handy. You know, I've been getting a lot of experience. I haven't been spending it. Whoops. I am gonna beef up. Next one increases muscle by 8. I mean, it does cost 100 experience. I didn't actually mean to click the plus there. Some max HP should be good. Yeah, let's go ahead and do another beef up. And gumption for some speed. Skull is sitting at a weird angle. Guess that's notable for some reason. Ooh, souvenir spoon. Okay, so I can scroll. And now I can sort. So that's what happens when you have too much. Everything. Okay. I'm good with it this way. The skull is whispering at you. That doesn't seem right. It just sounds like gibberish, though really creepy gibberish. It's an empty alcove. There's a little serial number written below it. Oh hey, this is where the skull you found goes. Yay, 10 experience. Okay, let's fight the, I don't know if I like how he's holding those skulls. Okay. I can shoot. Three to 17. Huh. But like, its maximum damage is equal to this one's minimum damage. I think I'm gonna go with a stat. Well, slash. They still do way too much damage. I don't want to kick over that pile. Alright, I'm up to even more health. Can I not read the sign? This way to the Paseo del Santo. It's a plaque. Here lies Saint Beefus. After he died, his body kept trying to rise to heaven, but it was so heavy it just kind of flopped around a bunch. They had to inter him in a big stone sarcophagus to put a stop to it. Geez, they really knew how to build heavy stone sarcophaguses back in the day. I don't have the muscle to open it. My current is only 7. I could drink a thing to open it. But let's check out the rest of these. Oh, the remains of some kind of dark ritual. This stuff looks like it was abandoned weeks ago. The saint appears to be resting in pieces. Requires Mysticality 10. That's my lowest one at 5. I know I have a drink that buffs it by 6, so if I need to, I can do that. I am a pope. Seriously. Saint Pope stands beatifically behind the dais. He just keeps doing his pope gestures, ignoring you. How can someone look so smug without even having a face? The longer you watch him, the more he gets on your nerves. Okay. Oxy is actually my highest stat between the 3. Huh. So if I throw experience at this now, it does put it at 10. Which means I can insult Saint Pope. You unleash a torrent of insults that would make a sailor blush, and a sailor's mother ashamed of a sailor. Saint Pope's eyes narrow. Looks like you finally managed to make him mad enough to fight you. Saint Pope summons a cardinal. Oh. I'm gonna focus on the cardinal. What does anointed do? Oh, that's just skill. I mean, I need to attack this one just to kill it. It didn't vanish. Oh, why do I feel like it can be brought back? So I don't have the benefit of just focusing on the Cardinals. I need to shoot the Pope. That's going to be 10, 20, 30, probably 40 damage. Don't know the attack order stuff. Oh, I didn't die. So the question at this point is, do I win if I take the Pope down, or do I have to kill all of the Cardinals as well? Really hoping I win if I take down the Pope. I did not win for taking down the Pope. And they have no interest in attacking her. Jeez. Okay. Gain an effect. Angry. Well, that seems like a great place to be like, yeah, I'm done for now. So, hope you all enjoyed. Hopefully Sib will be feeling better soon. We should be back to Unicorn Overlord this Wednesday. So, hope to see you all then. Have a wonderful rest of the time zone, and hope to see you in the future.